Fans think Nessa Barrett's latest Instagram post confirms that she and Jaden Hossler are engaged. In this post, Nessa is wearing what looks like a diamond ring on her left ring finger. Previously, fans noticed Nessa was wearing this ring in another Instagram post. But Nessa had deleted that previous post and then reposted it with her not wearing that ring. But now it seems like Nessa wants her followers to know that she is engaged to her boyfriend of almost 6 months, Jaden Hossler. As Nessa captioned this post, "Nighttime ice cream run and 2 days until Pretty Poison." In this series of shots, Nessa wears sweats as she licks and dances with a vanilla ice cream cone in her left hand. In one of the shots, you can clearly see that she is wearing a diamond ring on her left hand. A top comment on this post is from a fan who also noticed the ring, who chimed in with, "Guys, the ring she didn't blur out this time." Yes, she did not blur out the ring this time or take down the post, so we can only speculate even more if these two are in fact engaged. While it could just be a coincidence that the ring is on her left finger, we know that these two are going very strong and are very much in love. So although they are still very young, it wouldn't come as a shock that they were in fact engaged. Although it is important to note that even more recently, Nessa posted another shot of her holding her head as she takes a selfie, telling her followers that her EP, Pretty Poison, is dropping sooner than expected. In this shot, you can see both of Nessa's hands and there is no ring on any fingers. It is possible that this is an older picture that Nessa chose to use to announce her EP is dropping. Either way, fans do seem to be split over if the diamond ring Nessa has been rocking is indeed an engagement ring from Jaden or if it's just a promise ring. Yes, many fans are arguing that it is just a promise ring. Of course, Jaden just left on tour with Machine Gun Kelly, and I'm sure, that was a difficult moment for the two to kind of, realize they're gonna miss one another and they're gonna be away from each other for a lot. So maybe it's just a promise ring that their love will hold through this tour. Jaden just left Nessa in Los Angeles as he went on tour with Machine Gun Kelly, as I just mentioned. Nessa just shared on her Instagram story how much she misses Jaden already with the text, "I don't like sleeping alone, so guess who isn't sleeping?" Heart emoji. Jaden also showed his followers that the feeling is mutual as he posted a screenshot of him FaceTiming Nessa to his Instagram story with the text, "I actually miss you so much, someone help at Nessa Barrett." Yeah, of course, if you've been in a relationship or had to deal with long distance or being away from each other from a long amount of time, it's tough. And of course, we know that these two are still very much in love and doing well. So what do you guys think about all of this? Do you think that these two are in fact engaged? Or is Nessa just rocking a promise ring? Of course, we have to note that the photo she just posted, a selfie, had no ring on her finger, and traditionally if you receive an engagement ring, you usually keep it on that finger. Of course, there are times when you shower or go to the gym that you may take off this ring, but like I said, traditionally it stays on that ring finger. So what do you guys think about all of this? I'm going to take it to the chat right now and see what you guys are saying. Do you think Jaden and Nessa are actually engaged? Are we speculating? Or do you think that this is a promise ring and that these two are still just boyfriend and girlfriend but doing well? Let me know in the chat what you guys are saying. Brittany says, "What? No way." Livy Bug says, "I don't know, I just think it is a promise ring." Kelsey thinks it's true. Wow, like I said earlier, we know that these two are doing well. They seem to be very much in love. They show their affection and PDA all over social media. So it wouldn't be crazy if they were in fact engaged, but they are still very young, have a lot of life to do still. But people do get engaged young, so it wouldn't come as a surprise as well. But the two have a lot going on in their life professionally. Of course, Nessa is killing it with her music. Jaden just left on tour with Machine Gun Kelly, is about to embark on a ton of new experiences on tour. So what do you guys think? And like I said, When someone gets engaged, they don't really take it off that ring finger. But, the other side, we can argue that, Nessa took this photo before she received this ring from Jaden and kind of banked this content until she decided to tease her announcement for her EP. Are you guys excited for Pretty Poison to be released? Tell me what you're most excited about for Nessa's new EP. Are you gonna see Jaden on tour while we're at it, talking about these two? I know he is super pumped to go on tour with Machine Gun Kelly. Let us know in the chat. Do you have tickets? And while you're doing that, let us know, do you think Jaden and Nessa are in fact engaged? As we know, she posted a photo with this ring and then took it down, saying, I don't know what happened, because I think too many fans were speculating what was going on between the two. But a promise ring is something that, two young people in a relationship that are in love and see a future often give one another. So maybe it's just a promise ring. Jalen is saying, I doubt she confirmed, can be just a promise ring. So Jalen is saying that it is a promise ring and that until Nessa confirms, she is not gonna believe it. Livy says, I'm seeing both Jaden and MGK. Cool, Livy. Let us know, where are you seeing them on tour? I don't have my tickets yet, but if anyone wants a +1, you can invite me to the show. And right now, if you're just joining us, make sure to subscribe to Hollywire for all your 24/7 celebrity news. We're talking about Jaden and Nessa possibly being engaged with this confirmation photo. And right now, we're about to play some Hollywire trivia. So if you haven't played with us before, give us your answers in the chat and play along. Today, we're talking about Zayn Malik. So if you're a One Direction fan, you may know some of these answers. Starting off with, how old is Zayn Malik? Is he 26 years old, 27, 28, or 29? Now, I know he is in his late 20s, so I have to say I think it's either 28 or 29. 8 is my favorite number, so I'm gonna go with 28. All right, that was a lucky guess. Moving on to, what did Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik name their daughter? Is it Kaya, Kai, Arya, or Leslie? Ooh, does anybody know this answer? What did Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik name their daughter? Kaya, Kai, Arya, or Leslie? I'm gonna give you guys a little time in the chat to play along. Do you have any idea? Oh, Kelsey is very serious about this answer. She's going with Kai. All right, Kelsey. Kai is the correct answer. Congratulations. Moving on to, what was Zayn's first solo song after 1D? Was it Pillow Talk, She, Wrong, featuring Kehlani, or She Don't Love Me? Zayn fans out there, help us out in the chat, play along. Is it Pillow Talk, She, Wrong, featuring Kehlani, or She Don't Love Me? I think I know this answer. I'm gonna go with Pillow Talk. All right, that was a good one. Moving on to, where was Zayn born and raised? Is it Bradford, London, Dublin, or Glasgow? Does anybody know this answer? Bradford, London, Dublin, or Glasgow? I don't think it's Dublin. I think it has to be one of the other three. Does anybody know? Play along with us in the chat. If you know this answer, where was Zayn born and raised? Okay, Livy, let's go with Bradford. All right, congratulations, Livy. Moving on to, when did Zayn leave 1D to pursue his solo career? Such a sad moment for Directioners. Was it May 2015, May 2016, June 2014, or July 2014? Now, I have a feeling that it was after 2015, so I think it might be May 2016, but I'm gonna give you guys a second to guess in the chat. When did Zayn leave 1D to pursue his solo career? Does anyone know this answer? 2014, 2015, or 2016? Ooh, we have two in 2014, June and July. Does anyone know? Livy says March 2015. I think we have May here. It's actually not one of the answers. But let's go with May 20. Oh, it's May 2015. Okay. We got that one wrong, sadly. But moving on to what song did Zayn sing during his X Factor audition? Any X Factor fans out there? So Sick by Neo, Chasing Pavements by Adele, Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder, one of my all-time favorites, or Let Me Love You by Mario. Ooh, these are some bangers here today. Anyone know this answer? What song did Zayn sing during his X Factor audition? Let us know in the chat if you know this answer. Okay, well, Neo would make sense because, I don't know, it goes with his R&B. Let Me Love You would also make sense with, you know, Zayn's whole solo vibe these days. Chasing Pavements would be a big surprise, but Adele, of course, is from the UK, so that does also make sense. Does anybody know? Ooh, let's go with So Sick by Neo. Oh, yeah, it's my favorite. Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder. Love it. Okay, moving on to which member of Little Mix was Zayn engaged to? Was it Jessie Nelson, Leanne Pinnock, Jade Thirlwall, or Perry Edwards? Now, I know this answer, so I'm going to give you guys a second to play along. If you've been following One Direction and Zayn for a long time, you should know this answer. Of course, Little Mix was also on the X Factor at the same time as One Direction, X Factor UK. Anybody know? Okay, Kelsey's saying Perry maybe. Kelsey, I think you are correct. It's Perry Edwards. So moving on to what was the name of Zayn's first solo album? Light of Mine, Mind of Mine, On My Own, or Down the Road? Ooh, does anybody know this answer? Now, On My Own would be appropriate, right? He's leaving One Direction. He's on his own now. That would be a good title. Light of Mine, inspirational. Mind of Mine has his own mind. Moving on solo could also work. Down the Road, another good one. He is down the road into his future. These are all great titles for his solo album. Okay, Alexandra. Ooh, good name, Alexandra. Moving on to the answer would be Light of Mine. Oh, it was Mind of Mine. 5 out of 8 today, or 6 out of 8. Unfortunately, we didn't do that well, but don't worry. So let us know your thoughts. Do you think that Nessa Barrett and Jaden Hossler are actually engaged? Did Nessa confirm it with these photos of her ring? I'm Alex Schiffman, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.